Let's see what the Hedgehog is all about. I got a chance to check out a Hedgehog, I think, a little while back. I made a video of 4 different Vosteed knives. I'll have a link for that one at the end. But yeah, it's rocking a very interesting look that we all know and love. So let's see. Let's take a closer look. I believe this particular one is the new variant, right? This one was not available before, and this green Micarta variant is now available. So let's take a closer look here, shall we? We have a little bit of a kind of OD military green going on here. I want to show you 2 other Micarta greens from Vosteed. We have the Acorn right here, right? We'll do some size comparisons in a moment. Obviously, you're probably already familiar with that one. That's like a little bit of a darker green right there, right? And then we have the Micarta Psyop, and this one has also a different type of green, right? So, you know, before we go 50 shades of green, right, kind of giving you a ballpark from other Vosteed models here, where when it comes to green Micarta, they absolutely have a plethora of different choices or options to choose from. But of course, with the Hedgehog, man, we're dealing with the button-operated liner lock, right? So let's go ahead and get this thing deployed. Bam, right? There is the blade. We're going satin finish on this bad boy. And yes, we are getting a premium, pretty good top-tier steel here. S35 VN steel with a flat grind. It's got that Savage Harpoon sheep's foot blade that you know and love, right? Take a look at this thing. It looks absolutely amazing. It's got that fuller right there. Looking really, really good. Hey guys, really quick, I just posted a video for the 35K subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away 15 different knives, so I'll have a link to that video in the description and pinned comments. Thank you all so much for this amazing growth. 35,000 subscribers is an amazing number. Hopefully we can get to 50K by the end of the year. Check out the video, get entered to win, and best of luck to everybody. And of course, the magic here with the button operated liner lock is that it works just like, pretty much like a compression lock. I've said this many times in the channel. So take a compression lock from obviously Spyderco, okay? You have this little liner that wedges in between the tang and the blade and the stop pin, making it, you know, finger safe and whatnot, and also very, very strong. But unlike the compression lock, you know, you have a button here that's a lot easier to access. I believe Spyderco has made a few models that do have a button operated compression lock, but most of their popular models just work like this, right? So you have this tab back here, and you have to go aftermarket to do like a compression made easy CME in order to get like a little tab or button that's easier to actuate than what you get by default. Spyderco just threw that to the aftermarket pretty much and said, okay, we'll let the aftermarket figure it out. This is how we do it, period. But companies like Vosteed came in and said, okay, hold my beer. We'll definitely master that and make it so much better. So the compression lock, by the way, in case you've been living under a rock, I believe that patent expired. So that's why we see companies like Vosteed. Also, I've seen a few from Kaiser and a few others who are doing a button-operated liner lock in many of their models. So obviously, this thing is going to be very robust, very strong. Also, with the button, it's nice and recessed, doesn't really poke out too much. Very nice and easy to disengage. It's going to be on ball bearings. And you also have this back flipper here, which is, you know, pretty minimalistic for what it is. So that works. Light switching it, push buttoning it. Can we fill it? I guess we can if you really try. Thumb deployment is good. And last but not least, that reverse flick. There we go. And yeah, the ergos on this thing are going to be really, really good, guys. Full 4-finger grip, especially if you obviously forward choke. The hand here behind the poon, aka the, you know, behind the harpoon there, got some jimping there, pretty spread out and apart. And yeah, this just feels like home right there. We can get some work done. It's got some thickness to it. It's not the thickest knife out there, not the slimmest knife out there, but it definitely has a, you know, strikes a happy medium, if you would. So again, that satin finish is looking gorgeous. We have a deep pocket carry clip, which is reversible for lefties. After all, you can use this knife with your left hand all day, so why not? And Vosteed typically does a really good job at making their knives reversible. And they'll put in a filler tab right there, right, on some of the higher end models as well. So rating that pocket clip, I'm going to go a good, yeah, 9.5 out of 10. That feels pretty good, pretty robust there. No issues whatsoever. Getting some quick readings here from my knife nerds. We got a little bit, maybe borderline, over 7 inches, right? A 7-inch and change, 7.05, 7.1 inches overall length, 3 inches on the blade, and a little bit under 2.5. A little bit under 2.5 inches on the blade there, and that handle is going to be a little bit over 4 inches, like 4.1 or so. All right, so not bad. Great dimensions there for EDC, especially if you have like a strict law for under 3 inches on your blade length. Checking the thickness here on the blade. It's coming in at 0.14. That's definitely a little bit thicker than the average 0.12 in the channel. And the handle thickness is going to be 0.53. It's a little bit a hair thicker than the average 0.5 in the channel, if anything. I think that's because I'm touching the button. There we go. Okay, I was right on the button here. So that's what it is if you measure the button. But outside of the button is, yeah, right at 1/2 inch or 0.5. So I'm talking about right there. Last but not least, let's get a good weigh on this bad boy here. Get a good read. I want to say we got Micarta. We got recessed liners. And we do have a decent amount of milling. Oh yeah, quite a lot of milling going on there. Check that out. We do have a stop pin here. We do have a standoff here. And maybe like a lanyard tube, it looks like, for my lanyard people. But wait, we have a actual lanyard hole there. So I'm not sure what that guy's purpose there is all about. Maybe to stabilize a little bit, perhaps. But yeah, nice and milled inside for weight reduction. Love to see that. And then here we go. Let's go ahead and say 3.5. I'm going to go 3.5, 3.5. Yes, stick with that. Okay, a little bit more, right? Should have said 3.5 and 4 ounces, but it's right at 3.9 to be exact, 111 grams for my friends across the pond. So again, great weight for EDC all day, every day. Sign me up. My kind of sauce through and through. All right, guys, well, there you have it. That is the Hedgehog. Again, it's now on restock. This is one of their most popular models. Again, rocking the button-operated liner lock. Super strong, great ergos, right? Very good geometry there for daily, right? Use, utility cuts, draw cuts, flat grind, S35 VN steel, and this green, kind of OD green micarta going on here. It's got the frag pattern right here in the back. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already or not, but obviously that's going to give you a little bit of extra grip, right? And micarta at the end of the day also ages pretty nicely as well, right? So you get your hand sweats and oils on there over time. That's going to start looking really good there over time. Deep pocket carry, reversible clip. I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on this one? What do you guys love about the Hedgehog? What do you like about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section down below. And again, links to every product you saw in this video linked down below. So if you guys want to check those prices, availability, and variants, do check those links in the pinned comment in the description. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.